What's your approach? The approach gotta be more gorilla on it.
He's started countless entrepreneurial ventures, and when we thought about the perfect person for this conversation, there aren't many people who have the same credentials. So we're going to bring him on. So we're going to just jump right into the conversation. There's so many ventures that you've been involved in, and so I think that in the time that we have, it's going to be impossible to address them all. The record labels, the distribution, the sports management, real estate, television, film, etc. Why don't we start about talking about your latest venture, which is the Better Black TV network.
Better Black TV. All right. Well, basically, Better Black TV comes from me understanding the importance of growing up and understanding that we have to replace people. When you look in life, you see Bob Johnson with BET was one of the most influential networks for us as African Americans. And as me coming from the projects and growing up in the hood, and I'm saying to myself is that I want to replace somebody. I want to grow up. I want to be better. I know I come from the streets, but what can I do? And I thought about how important it is as African Americans. We have the first African American president. I thought to myself that, you know what, I need to grow up. I need to better myself. It's changes I need to make with myself if I want to fulfill these shoes. And I think while everybody else was looking at wanting to be a basketball player, a football player, a movie star, I'm thinking beyond that, because people do grow up, they get old. I got a son now going to college, and I figured I can't keep doing the same thing that I started off doing if I was exposed to something else. And I thought that television was the way to expose people about change, about growing up. And I thought that it was my duty that I've grown up now, and I come from this type of lifestyle, that I can show people that we can make a change and do something else. Besides, when it comes from hip hop, show the positive side. And they can't say, they can't say that I was a part of this, but I wasn't exposed to nothing better. And as I got a chance to expose myself to something better, I wanted to expose my child to that. So my son is now at USC going to college and saying, you know what, it's time to pass that generational wealth down and show people that hip hop entrepreneurship is so important. So the thing about it is what you do with it. And you talk about television broadcasting, I mean, where I come from, the ghetto of New Orleans, and being able to really give the real back to our people. And also being able to show our people in an uplifting way, instead of showing this one going to jail or all the negative stuff when brainwashing kids. It's like me when I watched the movie Scarface. If I wasn't exposed to nothing else, and I'm thinking in my mind, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to be, this the life. And that's all I knew. And so I think that if we give young people another opportunity to see something else that I was able to see, you know, and I'm not afraid to talk about keeping it real. I done seen so many murders, so many people I know killed, so many relatives taken to jail. So the word keeping it real is about making it out for me. So I don't have to keep it real with the hood or keep it real with the ghetto. I know if I make it out and have to show some people, you know, the hood couldn't get my brother back. My brother died for senseless violence. So my thing is, every time I show somebody I can take another step, that's what I do. And I hope that that young people catch on and understand the importance of education. I look at my life and figured out why I'm still here today, where I can give this back to y'all, because I educated myself. And when somebody come from the streets and don't want to grow, then that's where it stopped at. And I think through television, we're able to expose some other things now, and that's what's so important for me as an entrepreneur. Said I wanted to be in this television world. I wanted to be in that. I wanted to replace Bob Johnson. I figured that as he get older, somebody else needed to replace him and needed to be responsible. So I needed to get myself together so I could take upon that responsibility.
It's interesting, you talk about Bob Johnson. I interviewed Bob Johnson during the Democratic National Convention.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he said was the image, if we don't control our own image, then whatever gets put back to us, we can't complain about. So I think it's great you're taking this move. How soon are you expecting that it's going to launch?
Well, cable is changing February 19th to all digital. And after February 19th, the summer of 2009, we will be launching Better Black TV. which is so important that we'll be having jobs for African Americans, for diverse cultures. I mean, this is going to be a great opportunity for everybody. You know, people in Hollywood always say there's not enough outlets. There's not enough outlets. I mean, even as African Americans, you look at BET. BET is a great outlet for our system, but I think we also need another outlet and need 10 more. So I think with this network, more will be coming, especially knowing that we have, you know, African Americans are the premier culture now with having African American president. People think that now I can be president. Everybody in this room can look around and say, I can do this now. At first it was so far away from thinking that. I mean, I never imagined in my lifetime that I could sit around and say, I was always thinking I want to make it out the ghetto. You know, now to actually see an African American president, actually see it. You know, it's incredible because when I endorse Obama, I mean, I think that people's looking at me like I was crazy, like, this is not gonna happen. I talk to other hip hop artists like, man, what are you doing? I'm like, man, I'm here because if this happens, the first African American president, this would be so great for our culture. And if we could get close, it's so uplifting for us. Make, you know, 'cause I was inspired, like, you know, inspired to like, wow, now we have an African American president. I need to do something big. I need to go after bigger dreams and bigger goals because we can. And like you say, image is everything. I had to get my image together. I had to think about myself. Why wasn't I able to be a part of these big deals? You know, and I had to go teach the dreads, and I was a good person, but they wasn't looking at it. It was like they were scared. They was walking in the door. That's the dude that did body. I'm like, I got this money and I'm ready to do a deal, and I'm like, they didn't want to talk to me. They was like, yeah, that's good. We'll take your money, but just call us. Like, man, just call us. I'm ready. You know, why you can't take my money? And I kept looking at it, and I had to look at myself in the mirror, like, man, them people scared of me. People afraid, you know. And even though, you know, I'm able to put a suit and tie on now, I haven't changed. I'm glad that the man above blessed me to have street knowledge and also, you know, education now. So I just want to give y'all, while y'all listen, I want to give y'all one good thing that you need to take with you. You know, keep it hip hop, keep it real, keep our culture up. But we also have to learn the basic dialogue, which is the basic English. We have to learn that if we want to be able to survive in this world. And that's what I had to do. I mean, no matter how much money you got, it don't matter. If you don't have both, if you're not bilingual, you need to be bilingual. For real, you need to be able to hang out with your homies and kick your rap music. And then if you want to make some real money, you need to be able to switch it up and go in corporate America and talk to these people about what you're trying to do. Because you can't get a business plan or proposal trying to keep it street. So, you know, keep it street, keep it real. Now, when we talk on the phone, we talk real, man. What's happening? How you doing? You know, we gonna do this or what? But when it's time to go in the boardroom and talk to you about $400-500 million, I'm talking about $1 billion now. You know, we're gonna have to switch our language up. Right. And we're not changing for them, but I think for ourselves, if we want to be better, we're gonna have to figure out how to articulate ourselves better and get into that system where we have the basic English as a dialogue.
It's your approach. The approach gotta be more gorilla on it.